Hey CD11, it's time for your weekly update. On Monday, we marked the reopening of Casa Gateway, a 100-unit affordable senior housing complex that was badly damaged in the Palisades fire. For months, residents were displaced from the community they call home. But thanks to CORE, Change Reaction, our city's emergency management department, and other partners, our seniors are returning to fully restored apartments. Protecting affordable housing in the Palisades and keeping longtime residents there is one of the most meaningful wins of this recovery. And another exciting milestone, Marquez Elementary School was a total loss in the fire, but we worked closely with LA Unified to temporarily relocate students to the Norris Dairy campus in West LA, where they've been for the last 9 months. But as of Monday, Marquez has returned to its home campus in the Palisades. With temporary bungalows, cafeteria, library, landscaped play area, and other amenities, it almost feels like home again. And while the permanent structures won't be finished until 2028, having students back on campus in less than a year proves we are turning the page from devastation to renewal. I'm especially grateful to LAUSD Superintendent Alberto Cavallo, Board Member Nick Melvoin, Allison Polhill, the Marquez faculty and staff, and all of the families at Norris Dairy who opened their doors and their hearts to our Palisades kids when they needed it most. Back at City Hall, we did a few big things this week. The Housing and Homelessness Committee advanced my plan to repurpose Lot 701 in Venice into affordable housing while transforming Lot 731 into a mobility hub. This solution at the site of the controversial former Venice Dell project balances two critical needs: protecting coastal access and meeting our housing crisis head on. The fact is, these aren't competing interests, they're complementary, proving once again we can walk and chew gum at the same time. And by the way, since 2022, CD11 has advanced 65 projects, delivering 5,800 new housing units, including 1,900 affordable units. Plus, we have another 30 projects in the pipeline, putting us on track to deliver nearly 9,300 units of new housing, about 40% of which is affordable. We've done this despite rising costs, high interest rates, and market uncertainty, because we care about responsible development and bringing good housing online. So when you hear false narratives that we aren't contributing to housing on the West Side, rest easy and know it's nonsense. The council also approved my motion asking our departments to report on our compliance with AB 747 to ensure that our evacuation routes across LA have sufficient capacity. For hillside communities like Brentwood and the Palisades, where narrow, winding streets can quickly become bottlenecks, this review is critical. The Palisades fire showed us just how quickly evacuation routes can be overwhelmed, putting lives at risk. We can't afford to wait until the next emergency or loss of life before making changes. And to top it all off, the council approved my motion to explore improvements at the West LA skate park in partnership with the Tony Hawk Foundation. Skaters have been using this site for years, but without the kind of amenities that make it safe and functional. Working with the foundation and city departments, we're planning to bring new obstacles, rails, and ramps, a small but meaningful investment in creating healthy, positive spaces for young people. Day by day, we're building stronger communities and pushing forward on priorities that make our neighborhoods safer and more accessible for everyone. There's still a lot going on, so I'll see you around the West Side.